Are you looking for a way to make extra income passively? In this video, I'm going to share with you how I made $2,312 from an ebook passively in just a couple weeks. If you're new here, hi, I'm Molly. I started as a broke college dropout with just 81 cents to my name, and I leveraged that into a multiple six-figure per year photography studio. Then I started creating helpful content for other photographers and grew that into a $2 million per year online education business. And now I help content creators just like you to monetize your following with digital info products so you can help your followers on a deeper level and make a full-time living doing what you love. Okay, so as many of you know, because I've shared this in previous videos that I've done, I created a brand new ebook called 15-Day Digital Product, and last month I did a 3-day promotion for that ebook at the beginning of the month. But what's even better than that is I decided to automate the sales process for that ebook, and I was able to make $2,312 on autopilot in just a couple of weeks from that same ebook. So how did I do it? How did I create the funnel? What's the sales strategy? How did I get sales on autopilot? Let's get into it. So obviously the first thing I did was actually create the product, but once I had that created, I decided to create a simple funnel so that I could send traffic to that funnel and get sales on autopilot consistently. So the funnel is very, very simple. It is simply a checkout page, and a checkout page is just a page with a checkout form on it so that people can fill in their information and actually purchase the digital product. Now, if you want to see what this looks like, go in the description below this video, and there is a link for 15-day digital products so you can actually see the exact checkout page. Okay, so I pulled up the checkout page on my screen right over here so I can talk you through every single element. So the very first element is a bar at the top of the screen that has a timer. So it says 40% off ends when the timer hits 0. And then I have a timer that counts down over 3 days. So they essentially have 3 days from the day that they go to the page to get 40% off on 15-day digital product. Then once that timer hits 0, it actually redirects to another page where I just duplicated the same checkout page but raised the price. So once the timer hits 0, the price goes up to $99. Still a good deal. So after the bar at the top of the screen with the timer, there is a photo of 15-day digital products so people can kind of visually see what it is that they're buying. Then underneath, I list each component and what it's going to help you achieve. So for example, this says an ebook with easy to follow daily steps to discover, create, and passively sell your own digital product in 15 days or less. So not only am I mentioning the different things they're getting when they purchase the ebook, but I'm also taking it one step further and saying, hey, you're going to get this thing and it's going to help you with this. Because as we know, people do not care about what's in your offer. They care about the result you'll be getting them. So you never want to talk about, oh, you're getting 3 modules and 5 audios and 6 lessons and 5 worksheets. People don't care about that. They care about the result they're getting. Like, what is the result they're actually going to get because of the worksheet, because of the audio files, because of the 3 modules. So always be very clear on that. Then underneath, I have the total price, the everyday price, and then your special 40% off price. And the everyday price is $99, and then the 40% off is $59. Then it simply is just a checkout form where people put in their name, their email, their credit card or PayPal information, depending on how they want to pay. And there is what's called an order bump. This is a little box within the checkout page where you can check to add something onto your order. Now, I started out with making my Freedom Creator Club product the order bump, but not only did it not sell, it actually deterred people from buying 15-day digital product. So what I did was I actually took that out and I replaced the order bump with my AI training that helps people to create their digital product with AI even faster. And that order bump sells like hotcakes. Almost every single person that purchases 15-day digital product also does the order bump. I don't have the exact stats with me, but I would say it's at least 90%. It is almost every single sale that I see come through. Then I simply have screenshots of different testimonials and what people had to say about the ebook, and that's it. So there's literally the timer, the list of what's included and the results it's going to get you, the actual checkout page itself, the order bump, which totally optional. You don't need to start with an order bump, and then testimonials. In fact, I always recommend people get their digital products selling without an order bump and then add the order bump later. Because if you start with the order bump and you have the issue like what I had where people weren't buying the original product because of the order bump, that can deter your sales. But if you start with just the product and get that selling, then you'll have more simple, clear data to determine if it's the order bump or what the issue is if you're not getting sales, or maybe it simply works straight out of the gate and just increases your sales. But either way, start with just the digital product first, get sales with that, get your baseline statistics with that, then you can add on the order bump for additional sales. Okay, so once I had the funnel created that was going to automatically bring in sales for 15-day digital product, now it's just a matter of sending traffic, right? So what I did was I started posting the link everywhere. I posted it on my Instagram, my Linktree, my TikTok, of course, a link in description on every single YouTube video. I also intertwined it with my welcome email series so that when people start to get my welcome email series, they will also at the end get invited to purchase 15-day digital product so they can take those first steps to start creating and selling their very own digital product. And since I put out very consistent content and I very consistently market my freebies to get people on my email list, ever since I put the link to 15-day digital product all over and especially in my welcome series and my email sequence, I have consistently been getting sales for 15-day digital product ever since. And if you're watching this video and you're like, okay, Molly, I get it. Email is so important. We get it. That's where the majority of your sales come from, but maybe you don't have an email list yet, or you want to continue to grow yours so you can get more sales. Go in the description below this video and get my free funnel so that you can turn your followers into email subscribers. This funnel is already built out for you totally for free, so check it out in the link below. Now, if this feels like drinking from a fire hose and a lot of information, don't worry, I have broken this down into a 3-part framework for you to better understand how you can start making passive sales consistently from your own digital product. So the first part of the framework is to create your funnel. And if you're thinking, well, I don't even have a digital product yet, then go ahead in the description below and download my freebie that is a list of 54 different types of digital products so you can start to figure out what type of digital product that you want to make. Now, the second part of the framework is to send traffic to that funnel consistently. Remember, you need to get eyeballs consistently in a high enough volume on your offer to consistently be getting sales. Now, the third part of the framework is to review your data. So let's now go into each part of this framework and break it down. So I've really already explained the actual funnel, what are all the elements of the funnel, and you can use system.io to create your funnel. And I have a link in the description below for a totally free system.io account. So you can actually do this for free and start making your first sales completely for free, which is, I mean, can you beat that? I don't think so. Now, the reason this funnel works so well is not only am I consistently sending traffic to this funnel, but I also have urgency and scarcity. So there is that timer, you know, saying act now to get the best price and act now to get this order bump and things like that. And that always makes people want to act now. And I personally believe you're really doing your followers a service by getting them to act now, because the sooner they act and the sooner they take action, the sooner they're going to get the results and reach the goals that they want to reach. Okay, so how do I send traffic? Now, again, I put out 1 to 2 YouTube videos every single week, and I put a link in the description below, not only to my 15-day digital product ebook, but also to all my freebies to drive people to my email list. And then in my welcome email sequence, which is the first email sequence people get, it's going to nurture them with different stories and teachings that are going to help them reach their goals, but then also have a call to action or a CTA to invite them to get 15-day digital products so they can start taking those first steps to creating their own digital product and making sales. But some other ways I drive traffic are Instagram and TikTok. And what I do on there is I consistently create valuable content. And then I have a link in bio where I use Linktree to link to my different freebies and 15-day digital products. So I get sales that way. And I also use on Instagram Reels, ManyChat, so that people can comment a word and I can send them a link to 15-day digital product to get sales that way. So there's really so many ways to send traffic. It really boils down to what platform do you want to be on and what platform can you be consistent on? Maybe that's blogging, maybe that's podcasting, maybe that's YouTube, maybe that's Instagram and TikTok. Pick a platform and stick to it and be consistent with it, because the only way you're going to get consistent sales to your digital product is driving consistent traffic. Now the third part of the framework is reviewing the data of the funnel. And this could be an entirely separate video on its own. So comment the word data below if you want me to create a video more about the data of a funnel. But essentially what it breaks down to is you don't want to judge the success or failure of your funnel until you have enough traffic. So typically I want to get at least 100 to 1,000 page views on my checkout page before I actually review the data. I have a lot of students come to me and they're like, I don't know why, my product's not selling, my funnel's not selling. And I go and look and maybe they've only had 5 or 10 eyeballs on their checkout page altogether. Well, that's simply not enough data to even analyze. You need to have at least 100 eyeballs or 100 page views in order to even start analyzing that data. Now we can go off the data from my funnel, and depending on the type of promotion or the month that I'm promoting it, it's anywhere from 5 to 7% of page views convert into purchases. So feel free to use that stat to judge your funnel by. And obviously your stats could be better or worse, and it could depend on the industry and a lot of different things, but I feel like that's a pretty good middle ground. And also keep in mind that I'm sending organic traffic. I'm not running any ads. So this is pretty good leads that are coming a bit warm because they've consumed my content. So what I do and what I recommend for my students is once you get at least 100 page views, then you can look and say, okay, I've got 4 sales or 5 sales or 6 sales. And so according to Molly's data, that's pretty dang good. But maybe you've had 100 page views and you haven't gotten any sales, or maybe just 1 sale. First of all, even 1 sale is exciting, but if you've gotten like 0 or 1, then maybe it's time to look at, is your digital product aligned with your audience's painful problems? Are you sending the right traffic that's aligned to your checkout page? Is it clear what your offer is? Do you have a photo of your offer? Are you using testimonials, or at least your testimonial or story, to promote it? Really start to look at those different things. And just because you don't get sales for your first 100 page views doesn't mean it's like throw it away, a terrible idea. It might just need a couple tweaks to your funnel to get it performing. All right, so if you've learned a thing or two from this video or you enjoyed it, go ahead, give it a thumbs up, a subscribe, and hit that bell notification because I put out new videos like this 1 to 2 times every single week. And now that you know how to make consistent passive sales with your own digital product, you might be wondering what type of digital product you should create or how to create it. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be so much more powerful. See you in the next video.